If you guys play Ultimate Team and you want to get some coins, make sure to check out my sponsor, link in the description, mutreserve.com. Use my code CK and I promise you'll be rich one day. But in the meantime, you'll get 15% off your order. Welcome back, you guys, your boy CK. We gotta begin with the catch of the year already. I mean, he's done it plenty of times before, but this one had me screaming like at the top of my lungs. Nuke Hopkins, yeah, he's just insane. He's gonna be on this team, of course. Headlining stat leaders of the week for week number 10. Man, if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10K, man. Also, don't forget to drop a like on the video. It helps greatly. Now, according to fantasypros.com, and that's where we get these stats, these rankings, Nuke Hopkins had 7 for 127 and a touchdown, which was good enough for second at wide receiver in terms of fantasy in week number 10. First actually went to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, man. MVS stepped up for the Packers. He had 20.9 fantasy points, which led all receivers. 4 for 149 and a touchdown, with 78-yard reception being his longest. Third highest fantasy output in week number 10 for wide receivers was Willie Snead IV. This man had 5 receptions for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns. Talk about efficient. I don't think we've seen this yet, where 2 guys from the same team at the same position are on the stat leaders of the week squad. We have Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool. Claypool had 2 touchdowns on 4 receptions along with 56 yards. Deontay had 1 touchdown but 116 yards on 6 receptions. Steelers are looking good. They're looking really good, and these guys, they're a reason why. Man, Juju's not even here, so you can just imagine all the weapons they have. Just, it's nasty. And then last but not least, Cole Beasley, man. He's finally getting his just due, his respect. I've always thought he was incredible in the slot. You know, even when he was on the Cowboys, he always cooked my Eagles. And yeah, now he's finally getting the recognition he deserves. After going crazy and, routing up Patrick Peterson, it was a great move. It was a great move on one of the best cornerbacks of the last decade. So, yeah, he had 11 for 109 and a touchdown. I'm pretty sure he made another nasty grab. He was just, he's a different breed, okay? So just like with the Steelers at wide receiver, when we had 2 of them, the same thing applies to the tight end position. With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we have Cameron Brate and Rob Gronkowski, the 2 top guys at tight end for fantasy in week number 10. Gronk had 2 for 51 and a touchdown. Half of his catches were touchdowns, man. You love to see that. Brate was almost as efficient, but not quite, man. Only 33% of his catches resulted in touchdowns. 3 for 31 and a touchdown. So yeah, Tom Brady, well, that's a spoiler. Tom Brady is leading the way because his 2 tight ends are the ones that we have, so it kind of makes sense. He had 341 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 11 incompletions, 124 pass rating, and also a rushing touchdown on the ground, which gave him the edge over Big Ben, who actually didn't even make it as the backup because Kyler ended up beating him by just 1 fantasy point. So ginormous honorable mention to Big Ben, but yeah, Kyler is going to have to be the backup. He had 245 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 10 incompletions with an 88.7 passer rating, but he's just nasty on the ground, man. That's what gave him the advantage. You know, rushing touchdowns are weighted higher than passing touchdowns, and Kyler had 2 of them on 11 carries for 61 yards on the ground, and of course, that insane pass at the end to Nuke Hopkins to get the win. So yeah, he's going to be the backup, but Brady's going to be leading the way. And as you already know, well, maybe you didn't know, because, you know, some people still somehow sleep on him, like Madden, who decides to give Trubisky, yes, 86 overall, Mitchell Trubisky, a higher BCV than 89 overall Kamara. But that's a different story for a different day. He had 8 for 15 and 2 touchdowns on the ground. That's a weird stat line, I'm not gonna lie to you. But he also ate in the receiving game, 7 for 83 and 1 touchdown. And he's one of those elite running backs where you have to pay him. Like, some guys, they cook for a few years on the rookie contract, and you're like, I don't know if I want to pay him, but this guy, he could literally be an elite wide receiver as well. You have to give this man his money. I think they might have already done that. I'm just saying, he's one of the guys that deserves it. Josh Jacobs is looking like he's going to be in that category as well. He was second when it came to running backs in fantasy in week number 10. 21 for 112 and 2 touchdowns. Devontae Booker also had 2 touchdowns. Man, the Raiders just went crazy on the ground. But yeah, Jacobs also added 4 for 24 in the receiving game, which gave him enough for the backup running back spot. And now you've seen the offense. The O-line, of course, is going to be the New Orleans Saints, so we have a really good offensive line, man. Defensive line not half bad either. Okay, we are on the Raiders. I gotta be honest though, they only have 2 80s, and they're both 80. Like no one else is higher than that. So no one like truly elite, but they're all, you know, pretty decent at their job. At least they got it done this week. Okay, so they gotta be somewhat good. They destroyed the Broncos. 2 sacks, 4 tackles for a loss, 10 pass deflections, 7 QB hits, 4 interceptions. 2 of them courtesy of Jeff Heath, 1 from Carl Nassib, and then 1 from Nick Kwiatkowski. Tell me, the Raiders are one of those teams that could beat anyone on any given Sunday. They could also lose to anyone on any given Sunday, but I'd rather be that type of team than to be like a pretender. I think they definitely have what it takes to make a deep playoff run. Now the question is, which Raiders defense are we going to get on any given Sunday in this simulation? Because the offense is going to do their job. They're almost a 90. They should be 90 by the time we simulate to mid-season. But I'm worried about the defense, not going to lie to you. All right, we in the battle for, first place in our division. We actually play the Chargers, but I'm going to simulate to week 10 so he can battle with the Broncos. Yeesh, hold up. Nuke is frustrated. Been quiet out there. Okay, I'm going to go to him every time. I'm going to him every time. Literally the first drive, because I only got 1 drive. So I'm literally just going to throw to him and nobody else. One drive, offense and defense. Let's get it. This is crazy. This is literally deja vu. Isn't this what happened in real life? Like the Raiders just played the Broncos and the defense did pretty well. Okay, so let's see what happens. Play action. Come on, let me get my first interception. Okay. Abram. Wow. Okay, that was a dot. Damn, they really not trying to run the ball. We gotta get to the quarterback. Then we gotta get to the quarterback. 3rd and 15. We're gonna send a blitz with Lawson off the edge. Gonna use it, Kwiatkowski. Didn't he get 2 interceptions? Wasn't he one of them? Okay, either way, it's gonna be a dump off. We're gonna get the ball, great field position. All right, so maybe not the best field position, but hey, man, my word. Let's get DeAndre Hopkins as many touches as possible. Oh my goodness, that was risky. Holy crap. Relax. Hey, y'all can pass to the other guys, the rest of the game. But right now, I'm going to Nuke every time. I'm actually curious where you guys rank it in terms of best catches ever. Is it better than the Odell one? That's what I want to know. That'll give me an idea of where you rank it. Is it better than Odell? Yes or no? Nuke once again. Just incredible catch after incredible catch. He dominated that drive. Let's see what the flag is, though. Oh, my God. It's coming back. You've got to be kidding me. You know what? Let's go for it. 4th and 28. Give me one reason why I shouldn't. I only get 1 drive. I got to make the most of it. He caught it, but it wasn't past the first down, man. I tried, Nuke. Hey, we caught the W. 35-23. Brady killed it. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Kamara, of course, went crazy on the ground as per usual. Jacobs had a touchdown as well. Wait, hold on. So did Beasley. Okay, so we're getting everybody involved out here. Nuke ended up with 8 for 103. Hopefully he's happy with that stat line, but everyone got a touch. We won our division at 11-5. Now on to the stats. Brady had a great season. 37 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, 3,800 passing yards. Kamara killed it, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. Jacobs added 7. Brady and Bray added 2. Beasley even added 1 on the ground. Receiving wise, Hopkins led the way in receiving yards. Gronk had the most receptions. Of course, Brady and Gronk got that connection going on, and they killed it in terms of receiving touchdowns. Gronk led the way. Nuke was 2nd in that category. Everyone else got a few. Kwiatkowski led the way in terms of tackling. You always love to see that. That's a good sign. Your linebacker, especially your MLB, is leading the way at tackling. On the D-line, well, that's where we found 3 guys that ended up with double-digit tackles for a loss, man. In terms of sacks, Crosby led the way with 7.5. We had 3 guys with 2 interceptions. I want to see what the defense was doing in general. So we were 5th on offense. I knew the offense would be very high. Where did the defense end up? 16th. Okay, about average. That's not bad. That's a good recipe to win the Super Bowl. I think points scored 3rd. We were doing our job on offense. Defense could have been a little bit better. Lamar ended up winning MVP. We had Brady at number 7 and number 3 for OPOY. Littleton ended up 4th for DPOY in the AFC. Brady was 2nd for best QB. Kamara wins best running back. Oh, no one in the top 10 for best wide receiver, man. I thought Nuke was going to be able to squeak into the top 10. Did not happen. No one in best D lineman, but we have Littleton again in best linebackers. So now onto the playoff picture. And as you can see, the Ravens end up getting to the Super Bowl and losing to the Seahawks. We got to the conference championship, but we lost to the Ravens and Lamar. So let's go check out the stats. It's unfortunate, man. I thought with a slightly better defense, the defense was in like the top 10. I think we could have won the Super Bowl, but yeah, we got pretty far. We got to the conference championship. I'm telling you guys, it is going to happen eventually, man. Stay tuned so you don't miss out when it actually does. MVS killed it in the conference championship game. It wasn't his fault we lost. Okay, either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Destroy the like button if you did. Don't forget to subscribe for new. And until next week.